Hello, I am Katherine Ross, the Mayor of Snoqualmie, and it is my honor to share with you the 2024 State of the City. I am grateful for this opportunity to provide an overview of the work our council members, board commissioners, city staff, and I are doing on behalf of Snoqualmie residents and businesses to maintain Snoqualmie's high quality of life and keep our beautiful city one of the best places to live. This year, we continue our coordinated efforts to carefully balance our city's high livability with economic efficiency. Our recent community survey demonstrated why so many of you enjoy the overall quality of life in Snoqualmie. It's the natural environment, parks and recreation, public safety, and a strong sense of community, and our goal is to maintain this level of livability. To do this, the city will continue to provide a high level of service while implementing financial and workflow efficiencies to better serve our residents and be effective stewards of your tax dollars. You will hear from each of our departments on their 2023 accomplishments, this year's goals, and how our work will benefit our residents and businesses. But first, I would like to start by introducing you to our City Council with some new and familiar faces. We have Ethan Benson, Rob Watton, Brian Holloway, Lewis Washington, our newest council member, Catherine Cotton, Carrie Christensen, and Joe Johnson. This is a dedicated group of elected officials who strive for the best outcomes for our residents and businesses. And now I will turn it over to our City Administrator, Mike Chambliss.
Thank you, Mayor Ross. I'm Mike Chambliss, and it's my pleasure to serve as Snoqualmie City Administrator. This past year was very busy, and things didn't slow down when we moved into 2024. Last year, we hired many new faces here at the city, including multiple director-level positions. We have a new city administrator, me, as well as new police and fire chiefs, and a new finance director. We reorganized departments to increase efficiency and improve customer service. We have a great team in place, and all are committed to serving the city and its residents. Last year, after months of negotiations, we finalized a collaborative 3-year contract with our Teamsters Union. We also updated salaries and benefits for non-union staff. The new contract, salaries, and benefits are helping us to attract and retain quality staff members to provide the city services we know our residents expect. This year, we have a few more positions to fill, a union contract to finalize with our police officers, and more ERP systems to launch that will streamline additional city processes and carry us into the future with the tools to serve residents as efficiently as possible. In addition to our internal improvements, we continue ongoing capital improvement projects that protect our infrastructure, keep residents safe, improve our parks, and protect our environment, which you'll hear more about later. And now I'll turn it over to Finance Director Drew Boutte.
Thanks, Mike. I'm Drew Boutte, and I'm pleased to serve as your Finance Director. With the support of the administration and City Council, the Finance Department continues to implement efficiencies and examine revenue-generating options to protect the city's financial health. In a momentous step, last year we completed a massive portion of the first phase of the multi-year ERP system implementation project, which will streamline our financial system and provide more efficient customer service options. We also repositioned the city's investment portfolio to take advantage of higher interest rates, generating more city revenue. We also debuted new and more sophisticated quarterly financial reports and forecasts, and switched business licensing services to the Department of Revenue, which allows businesses to submit for both city and state licenses in one place. To account for pandemic-driven inflationary increases, as well as reduced tax revenue resulting from the Salish Lodge and other properties moving into tribal trust, we have proposed new revenue options to the City Council to balance our reoccurring expenses with our reoccurring revenue. Earlier this year, the City Council approved a Transportation Benefit District sales tax increase to ensure that visitors, not just property owners and residents, support city transportation expenditures. Council also approved an August ballot initiative for voter consideration of a 0.1% sales tax increase to support police and fire services. Like the transportation sales tax, this revenue option will also make sure that city visitors pay their fair share. This spring, the Finance Department will begin work on a new biennial budget that covers every city service, operations, and capital over a 2-year period. The goal is to produce a balanced budget that funds the level of service priorities of the city at the lowest cost to our residents and businesses as possible. In an effort to accomplish this, we will continue to focus on streamlined processes and internal controls to reduce expenses and increase revenues, which includes establishing a new fee and rate schedule, conducting a B&O tax and business license audit, completing a utility rate study, examining tax revenue options, and continued efforts to enhance tourism and economic development. The Finance Department is busy this year and focused, with the end goal being a sustainable financial future that supports city service level priorities that make Snoqualmie a deeply exceptional place to live and conduct business. And with that, I'll turn it over to City Clerk Dina Dean.
Thanks, Drew. I'm Dina Dean, and I'm honored to serve as the City Clerk of Snoqualmie. Last year, the City Clerk's Office was awarded a Washington Secretary of State Local Records Grant, which is allowing us to digitize, securely store, and manage the city's public records utilizing Laserfiche Enterprise Content Management software. Public records requests are also now processed through this new software, which is a cost savings for taxpayers. This year, we will continue transferring long-term records into the Laserfiche repository, as well as use the software to create and implement automated business processes for contracts, agenda bills, special event permits, and more. Streamlining these processes reduces expenditures and increases efficiency and transparency, including reducing the number of weekly open public records requests. The City Clerk's Office is proud to streamline processes and bring new efficiencies and savings on behalf of Snoqualmie taxpayers. Now I'll hand it over to Community Development Director Emily Arteche.
Thanks, Dina. I'm Community Development Director Emily Arteche, and I'm excited to share some updates with you. Last year, we launched an important 2-year project to update our comprehensive plan, Snoqualmie 2044. This is one of the biggest undertakings and will guide our future development policies affecting land use, housing, economic development, and spending on parks, roads, public safety, and more. I'd like to thank our residents for providing feedback. Public input is key to helping us set the vision for the Snoqualmie of tomorrow. During this comprehensive plan update process, we completed a housing strategy plan and including a housing needs analysis, middle housing analysis, and more. Affordable housing remains a city priority, and our Affordable Housing Task Force continues its important work to leverage available funding and programs so more people who work here can afford to live here. To support this goal, last year the City Council adopted new accessory dwelling unit legislation, allowing 2 units per land parcel. This means homeowners have the ability to build additional small housing structures on their property that could serve as mother-in-law types units or for families or other tenants. Last year, we finalized a new Meadowbrook Farm maintenance agreement, working in collaboration with the City of North Bend to preserve and maintain this beautiful piece of land with ancestral tribe roots that is home to our famous elk herd and draws thousands of visitors to the Snoqualmie Valley each year. We have some development projects moving forward this year, including the first new downtown mixed-use project in many years called The Rails that will bring needed apartments and retail space. Additionally, the final new subdivision of Snoqualmie Ridge should break ground this year called Timber Trails that will bring needed middle housing units to our city, further diversifying housing options for those who want to call Snoqualmie home. There are many more exciting projects happening this year, and I'll turn it back to Mayor Ross so she can speak to how they promote economic vitality in our city.
Economic vitality is the cornerstone of highly livable communities, and long-term planning and strategic investments serve to maintain Snoqualmie's livability, uniqueness, and resilience. The Snoqualmie Mill Site project continues to move forward. We expect this project to break ground in the near future. It will transform the former Weyerhaeuser lumber mill site into a thriving mixed-use commercial retail area with multifamily housing, including 22% designated as affordable housing units. The development will focus on beer and wine production, including tasting rooms, retail space, and restaurants. We anticipate new jobs and more tourism-related tax revenues as a result of the mill site project. We continue working on another project that will bring an expansive model train museum to the downtown area, as well as the River Trail project, which will be an extensive trail that will better connect historic downtown to the Snoqualmie Falls and future mill site development, providing one connected trail for residents and visitors to explore all areas of Snoqualmie and its local businesses. Another fun project is the Northwest Railway Museum Roundhouse that will add a new component to the museum facility. There are very few working roundhouses in the United States at this time, so it is anticipated this project will increase the already significant tourism draw of this popular Snoqualmie Railway Museum. And although it may not be located in our city limits, another major project moving forward into the home stretch is the $400 million Snoqualmie Casino expansion, which will include a new 210-room hotel and convention center. We are proud to support the Snoqualmie Tribe Economic Development Project with our water reclamation facility expansion that will serve the expanded casino and hotel. We continue to see new businesses take root in our city. This past year, we welcomed Kitty Academy, Mini Treehouse, Snoqualmie Running, Snoqualmie Pie Company, Musashi's Restaurant, Beyond Laser and Skincare, Snoqualmie Valley Health Primary Care Remodel, Up and Glow Aesthetic, and many more businesses. On Sunday, April 14th, one of our new businesses, Snoqualmie Pie Company, along with 3 other small businesses, Snoqualmie Ice Cream, Chickadee Bake Shop, and Little Wishes Photography, were impacted by a devastating fire that severely damaged the historic building they call home. The city continues to look for ways to support these women-owned businesses as they rebuild. I also want to personally thank our community for rallying around these businesses that contribute to the vibrancy of our downtown business community. We know they will come back better and stronger despite this adversity. Be sure to watch for a special upcoming weekend shopping campaign to support our downtown business district. We are dedicated to enhancing and preserving Snoqualmie's economic vitality by working with organizations like the Snow Valley Chamber and our Snoqualmie Valley Economic Alliance to support tourism efforts that include carefully planned projects that serve not only the needs of our visitors, but most importantly, Snoqualmie residents. And now I will turn it over to our Parks and Public Works team to further some great updates.
Hi, I'm Jeff Hamlin, City Engineer and Interim Director of the Parks and Public Works Department. Our department is responsible for critical city infrastructure, including safe drinking water, roads to get you where you need to go, an extensive network of trails in case you want to leave the car at home, parks to help you stay healthy, and maybe even more critical, we ensure that capital improvements are properly planned, funded, and completed to maintain the infrastructure that provides the framework for our high living standards. We are in the process of launching an enterprise resource planning system that will increase the efficiency of the entire department. With this system, we can better manage and track maintenance and labor costs, streamline maintenance activities for key equipment to extend their service life, improve the management of parks and infrastructure, and better respond to maintenance concerns identified by the public. We are currently working on some important capital improvement projects, and I'm now going to turn it over to some of our great Parks and Public Works team.
Hi, I'm Dylan Gamble, the Capital Improvement Plan Manager for the City of Snoqualmie. Here at the City, we proactively manage our capital investments and are always seeking grant funding to reduce the impact to Snoqualmie taxpayers. A critical project we launched last spring was the Sandy Cove Riverbank Restoration Project. Last year, we completed the first phase, which you'll see behind me. The armoring built here has protected the riverbank from further erosion during the most recent flood season and has helped us protect and control the redirection of the river channel. As well as it protects the historic downtown and critical infrastructure specifically for stormwater utilities in the area. This spring, we will be launching phase 2 of the project, which will rebuild the rest of the riverbank and enhance Sandy Cove Park. The work should be completed as early as 2025. Some other good news. We have a brand new water line servicing the Williams Addition neighborhood area of downtown Snoqualmie. This project has significantly reduced water line breaks that had inconvenienced the neighborhood, as well as took many staff hours to do the repairs of the antiquated and older lines. Hi, I'm Andrew Vining, Public Works Project Engineer for the City. Currently, I'm overseeing our Water Reclamation Facility Phase 3 project. The facility operates 24 hours a day, every day of the year, cleaning wastewater to protect our nearby streams and rivers. Many of its components have been operating continuously for 25 years and are nearing the end of their expected service life. The improvements we are making will replace these critical components, enhance performance, and increase capacity. Project completion is expected in early 2025. At Public Works, we are always planning, and this project is no exception. Our behind-the-scenes jobs are to maintain and protect natural resources and vital infrastructure that you may not always think about but rely on every day.
Hi, I'm Phil Bennett, Superintendent of the City's Stormwater and Forestry Division and a board-certified Master Arborist, a certification that I use daily here in Snoqualmie, where we have 10,000 street and park trees and one of the largest publicly owned urban forests in Western Washington, with over 1,000 acres of forest land. We also have an extensive stormwater system that includes our urban forest, as well as a series of catch basins, pipes, and detention ponds that help reduce flooding and ensure that stormwater is cleaned by the time it reaches the Snoqualmie River. Each year, our street tree replacement program, using a tree health ranking system, funds replacements on various streets. The program also identifies tree species that will perform better in the tough urban environment and in present and future climate scenarios to optimize their lifespan. In addition to environmental benefits, Snoqualmie's abundance of street trees prolongs the life of roadway pavement, an example of nature saving taxpayer dollars. Last year, we added new street trees on Autumn Avenue, right here where I'm standing, and Maple Avenue. Next year, we plan to replace more trees along Azalea Way and in downtown Snoqualmie. Also, through our Green Snoqualmie Partnership, a volunteer-based forest stewardship program, we will be offering more volunteer events and programs to educate residents on ways to improve the health of Snoqualmie's urban forest. We hope you'll join us. You can sign up for Green Snoqualmie updates on the city website.
Hi, I'm Hind Ahmed, a public works project engineer. I oversaw the Snoqualmie Parkway rehabilitation project last summer, which resulted in few intersection curbs and ADA ramps and fresh pavement on the 3-mile-long and 4-lane Snoqualmie Parkway, which provides critical connection to I-90, SR-18 and SR-202, and neighborhood access to 4,000 Snoqualmie Ridge homes. The paving part of the project was a major undertaking, and it did come with a few challenges, but I'm pleased to report that it was completed on time and under budget. We also paved sections of Milburn Road, Toker Road, Mountain Ave, and Stone Quarry Road last summer as part of our street paving program. Summer 2023 was a busy, and in 2024 we will continue our momentum, focusing on citywide pavement repair, including crack sealing and patch repair, as well as major project to repair 2 Kimball Creek bridges.
As the Mayor of Snoqualmie, I continue to advocate for improved transportation infrastructure in the Snoqualmie Valley. The major construction on the redesign of the I-90 State Route 18 interchange to a diverging diamond and winding State Route 18 from I-90 to Deep Creek should be completed early next year. Together with other local mayors, I'm working to ensure the state provides funding to finish the widening of all of State Route 18 from Deep Creek over Tiger Mountain to Issaquah Hobart Road. The completion of this work will be a big win for our drivers, with more efficient and safer conditions on what has been one of the most dangerous stretches of state highways for the past 2 decades. I represent our city on the Regional Transit Committee, where I continue to advocate for bus service over State Route 18 to the Snoqualmie Valley for the benefit of our residents, local businesses, and their employees. I also want to share a bit of good news. This March, Snoqualmie Valley Transportation added one more route, increasing the frequency between valley cities and reducing time between buses, thanks to our additional funding from King County Metro. Each public transportation investment in our area is a big win for our residents and for our businesses. We are also investing in our park system, which boasts 540 acres of open space, 35 miles of public trails, and over 40 parks. Last year, we replaced the playground at Riverview Park with inclusively designed railroad-themed equipment. The park has received rave reviews since opening and is attracting families from Snoqualmie Valley and beyond. We also launched the design phase of the Community Center Expansion Project. The design was driven by community input who identified programming needs. It will include a competition pool, recreation pool, expanded locker rooms, larger community room, more flexible programming space, and a better connection to the Snoqualmie Ridge retail area. We are confident the design will serve the programming needs of our local and regional youth, teens, adults, and seniors for decades to come. We have approximately $19 million available for this project and are actively pursuing other funding options. We hope to have shovels in the ground next year. This year, we will open 2 long-awaited projects, a spray park at the Snoqualmie Community Park, which will open in time for the hot summer months, and the all-inclusive playground park at Centennial Fields, which is right here. It will serve kids of all ages and abilities with a fully fenced, secure space, play structures, and ramps that are wheelchair accessible, smooth padded surfaces, and a sensory garden. And now I will turn it over to our Police Chief Lynch and Fire Chief Bailey to provide public safety updates.
Hello, I'm Police Chief Brian Lynch, and it's my honor to lead the exemplary team at the Snoqualmie Police Department. We are dedicated to the safety of our residents and are proud of Snoqualmie's consistent ranking in the top 10 of safest cities in Washington, something that we could not accomplish without our collaborative community policing program that is reflected in our motto, No Call Too Small. This past year, we reached a milestone, achieving full officer staffing levels for the first time in several years, thanks to an enhanced and streamlined hiring process. And with the support of City Council, we adopted a new vehicle trespass ordinance, helping us charge more suspects to deter crime within the city. We also secured a new jail contract, allowing us to house long-term inmates in a Sunnyside, Washington facility, which will save taxpayers thousands of dollars. This year, we're taking our first steps at becoming an accredited agency. The process will allow us to identify areas that we can strengthen and highlight positive and innovative department programs. The Snoqualmie Police Department is also now a member of the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, which provides investigation assistance from national sources, including the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. In a step to support the mental health and well-being of our officers, we recently created a peer support program, with 3 staff members completing a certification course to lead the program. And in support of our community, our mental health professional is continuing her vital work to connect vulnerable residents to needed services by riding along with officers to calls involving those in crisis. By adding the trained expertise of a mental health professional, we are improving both responses and outcomes in the Snoqualmie Valley. Each and every member of the Snoqualmie Police Department is committed to serving our residents and keeping Snoqualmie one of the safest places to live.
Hi, I'm Fire Chief Mike Bailey. It's an honor to lead the amazing team of firefighters and EMTs at the Snoqualmie Fire Department who are all committed to the health and safety of our community. Last year was the second busiest year in our department's history, with 1,572 calls for service across the Snoqualmie Valley. We also trained 4 new probationary firefighters in 2023, which is a quarter of our career firefighting staff. The department completed almost 5,000 hours of training, which averages to 32 hours per month for each firefighter. This valuable training means our team is prepared and ready no matter what type of emergency arises. This year, we continue work on our 5-year reaccreditation process to maintain our status as one of the few accredited departments in the country. We're also updating the City Comprehensive Emergency Management Plan, which ensures we're prepared to respond and deal with major emergencies, and we have a brand new fire engine arriving later this year. In service of our community, under the leadership of volunteer EMT Robert Angersano, we launched the first opioid education and overdose class in our region. The free class is training many residents and teachers to understand the signs of opioid addiction and how to treat an overdose with Narcan. We also increased our participation in the Mobile Integrated Health Program to connect vulnerable residents with services and support. And for our youngest community members, firefighter Darby Summers spearheaded a new Codes for Kids program, which provides codes to elementary school students in Snoqualmie, and this program will continue each winter from now on. I encourage everyone to explore classes and trainings offered by the Snoqualmie Fire Department. Community collaboration is the key to creating a prepared and resilient community and making Snoqualmie a truly great place to live.
Hi, I'm Communications Coordinator and Public Information Officer Dana McCall. I not only work in Snoqualmie, but I also have lived here for over 20 years. In a nutshell, my job centers on you, our community, and finding ways for the city to engage and connect. Since beginning my position 2 years ago, we've been focused on increasing our social media reach and are making progress with over 3,000 new Facebook and Instagram followers. We also launched a Nextdoor agency page to push info into those feeds, and 1,000 of you have now signed up for our website emergency alerts. And if you haven't had a chance to explore it yet, we redesigned our website to make it easier for you to find what you're looking for with less clicks. Last summer, we completed our first comprehensive community survey since 2017. We were pleased so many of you participated and provided your input. The survey echoed what many residents already know. We enjoy an exceptional quality of life in Snoqualmie. The survey also told us the majority of you want that quality of life maintained, which is what your elected officials and city staff strive for on your behalf. We're committed to conducting community surveys every 2 years to help us assess and be more accountable for the services we provide. And finally, watch for more open houses, town halls, coffees with council and your chiefs. Community is what makes Snoqualmie stand out. And now I'll hand it back over to Mayor Ross to wrap up this year's State of the City.
Thanks, Dana. Community engagement is critical in a vibrant community like Snoqualmie. That's why we are committed to our Strong Events program run by our community liaison, Nicole Beebe. This year we have a lot of fun events planned, like our popular Big Truck Day, egg hunts, movies, music in the park, and our Winter Lights Festival. And there are also many city-sponsored events on tap, like the Red, White, and Boom July 4th fireworks show, Snoqualmie Days, and the Block Party in Snoqualmie Ridge. We've got something for everyone on the schedule this year, so you can enjoy the outdoors and connect with friends and neighbors. We are very proud of the sense of community that these events promote. Thank you for your time. We hope that the State of the City provided you with a snapshot of the effort our council, board commissioners, city staff, and I are doing to maintain this incredible place we call home. We're excited for the future and are committed to preserving our unique and welcoming city, as well as our high quality of life and the services we provide to our residents and businesses each day. Thank you.